This question tests the selection of an appropriate costing system based on production characteristics and cost structure. Key ideas. The company produces a variety of products, meaning there is product diversity. It also has a high level of fixed costs, which suggests significant overhead complexity, likely multiple activities driving costs. The question is not just about production type, job versus process, but also about how costs behave and how accurately they should be assigned. Students should compare costing systems. Job order costing, used for customized, unique products. Process costing, used for mass production of identical products. Process value analysis, not a costing system. It is a continuous improvement technique. Activity-based costing, ABC, used when there are multiple products. Overhead is high and complex costs are driven by different activities. More accurate cost allocation is needed. Given high fixed costs and product diversity, a more refined overhead allocation method is needed. A. Job order costing. Incorrect. This is used for customized, unique products, not diverse, standardized production with high overhead complexity. B. Process costing. Incorrect. This applies to homogeneous products, not a variety of products. C. Process value analysis. Incorrect. This is not a costing system. It is a cost reduction and efficiency technique. D. Activity-based costing. Correct. ABC is best suited for companies with multiple products, high fixed/indirect costs, complex overhead structures. It improves cost accuracy by assigning costs based on activities that actually drive costs. Correct answer. D. Because the company has product diversity and high fixed costs, the most appropriate system is activity-based costing, ABC, which provides more accurate cost allocation by tracing overhead to cost-driving activities rather than broad averages. This question tests understanding of activity-based costing, ABC, and, more specifically, the selection of an appropriate cost driver for a given activity. Key concepts. In ABC, overhead costs are assigned to products based on activities that cause the costs to be incurred. Each activity has a cost driver, which is a measurable factor that best explains the consumption of resources. Typical cost drivers include machine hours, used when costs are driven by machine usage, number of setups, used for setup-related activities, number of material move, used for material handling, labor hours or space usage, used for support activities like cafeterias or facilities. The key task is to match the nature of the activity with the most appropriate cost driver. A. Plant cafeteria. Incorrect. Cafeteria costs are typically driven by number of employees or meals served, not machine hours. B. Machine setups. Incorrect. Machine setups are driven by the number of setups, not machine hours. C. Material handling. Incorrect. Material handling costs are usually driven by number of moves, weight, or distance, not machine hours. D. Robotics painting. Correct. Robotics painting is directly dependent on machine operation time. Therefore, machine hours are the appropriate cost driver, because the more the machine runs, the more painting activity and overhead costs are incurred. Correct answer. D. In activity-based costing, cost drivers must reflect the actual cause of resource consumption. Since robotic painting costs increase with machine usage time, machine hours are the most appropriate allocation base. This question tests conceptual understanding of activity-based costing, ABC, and its benefits and limitations. Key ideas about ABC. ABC assigns costs to products/services based on activities that drive costs, rather than using broad volume-based allocation bases. IT is used in both manufacturing and service organizations. IT provides more accurate cost information by identifying cost drivers such as setups, inspections, machine hours, or order processing. ABC typically increases cost transparency and managerial insight, especially for indirect and overhead costs. The question asks what a company would normally experience when implementing ABC, so students should focus on the primary benefit or expected outcome. A. Should focus on manufacturing activities and avoid implementation with service-type functions. Incorrect. ABC is widely used in both manufacturing and service industries, including banks, hospitals, and logistics firms. B. Would probably find a lack of software in the marketplace to assist with the related record-keeping. Incorrect. Modern ERP systems and accounting software widely support ABC implementation and cost tracking. C. Would normally gain added insights into causes of cost. Correct. The main advantage of ABC is that it provides better understanding of cost behavior and cost drivers, helping managers identify why costs occur and how activities influence resource consumption. D. Would likely use fewer cost pools than it did under more traditional accounting methods. Incorrect. ABC typically uses more cost pools, not fewer, because it breaks overhead into more detailed activity-based categories. Correct answer. C. The key benefit of activity-based costing is improved decision-making through better visibility of cost drivers, allowing managers to understand the true causes of overhead costs and improve efficiency and pricing decisions.